Hello, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks with Excel. So this is Excel here. It's a spreadsheet program and it gives us a whole heap of these little boxes. Now these boxes can contain numbers, they can contain letters, and they can contain formulas which help us to do maths. They also can be changed to have different colors, and we can make them so that the colors are horrible, okay? And we can also make them join together to make it look a bit nicer, okay? So I'm going to show you how to get the most out of Excel. First thing we need to do is talk about cell references. Okay, if I said, what is this cell? Okay, Excel treats this as column followed by row. So this is cell C4, and we can see it written up here. It says C4. Okay, so this one here would be F9, which you can see it says F9. Okay, we can enter in anything into these. So let's start off. I want to make a table, and it's going to have weeks. Okay, so I have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. That could be tedious if I have to do all of the weeks of the year, say. Okay, what Excel helps us do is we can highlight all of these and see this little black corner down here. See how it's different to the other corners? Okay, this is called Autofill. And so if I grab, see how the mouse changes to a different color? If I grab that and drag it down, see what it's doing? It's recognized what the pattern that we want to do is, and is repeating it for us. Okay, I'm going to go all the way to 20. That was easy. Now if we didn't want it to do that, see how it pops up with this little option button? We can click that and then we can go, oh, all we wanted to do was actually just copy those numbers down, okay? Or we wanted to fill it but without any of the numbers, just the formatting. So that gives us some options, okay? Now, here's my week numbers. I want to say, let's say I get $5 a week for doing my chores. If I didn't spend any of that money, how much would I have after 20 weeks? Okay. Well, I can do that. I can go, let's do, this is 5. Okay. And then this is going to be 5 plus 5. Oh, it didn't do it. Why doesn't it do it? Well, Excel thinks that this is actually text. We need to tell it that it's a formula. To make sure that we tell it it's a formula, what you do is you put the equal sign in front of anything that you want to do. Okay, so we're going to do equals 5 plus 5. And now it does the adding for us. Okay, now it's going to get tedious if I have to go down here and do equals 5 plus 5 plus 5, 5. Okay, so what I can do is I can actually make a formula up that references another cell. So let's do this. Let's say I get chores, and that's going to be in dollars, and that's how much I get. Let's make it look pretty, okay? It's going to be yellow, okay, and I'll put a little border around this to say, there we go. So that's what I get for my chores, 5. Okay, well in the first week, I'm going to have 1 week times that money. So I'm going to put in here, I'm going to press the equal sign, and I'm going to say, okay, this number, 1 week, I'm going to times it in Excel. Times is a star. Okay, shift and 8 will get you a star. If you put the X, it's just going to treat it as the letter X. Okay, and times that, and enter. And it goes, look, I'm going to do 1 B3 times E4, which is 5. And now I can just do this. I can go, let's grab this and go down here. Oh, Oh no, what happened? Let's have a look and click on the cell and figure out what it's doing. So it's now doing B4, which is right, B, it's moved down to this one. Okay. And it's going to times it by E5. So here's E5. E5 doesn't have anything in it. What it's done is when we copied this down, it's now going, okay, I'm going to move down to this cell and put it as the first number. And I also need to move down one for this one and put it as the second number. We want Excel to move down each row with this one, but not with this one. There's a special way of doing that. If I want to make it this cell a fixed cell, I have to go up here to the formula bar and I put a $ in front of the $ in front of the E and the 4. $ means fix. Okay? So if I put a $ in front of the E and the 4, it means I want to fix the row and the column. And I press enter. Now if I copy that down, ta-da! Okay, let's check out what it's done. It's done B4, which is right, it's moved down to the next row, but it's timesing it by E4, so it's keeping this one. The next one is doing the same thing. B5, okay, it's moved down, timesing by the same cell up here. So if we want to set up a table where we drag down, which could be similar to your assignment, where we need to have a fixed cell that it references, we need to make sure we put in $. Okay. Now, one of the things that we might want to do is put a title for this. Okay, now if I put in a title here, okay, and I go, okay, so my weekly earnings from chores. Okay, looks a bit funny because it's sort of off to the side. If I can put something in here and it cuts off the letters. So what I want to do is I want to highlight those and then see this button here that's called merge and center. I click that and it now treats that whole one as one cell that's merged across, and it puts it in the middle centered. I could then go, okay, now let's highlight these guys and let's put a border. Okay, so let's go all borders. Okay, and then let's make this a nice, like a different, like a bit of a different color like that. I'm gonna make him a. See, it's starting to look a little bit nicer. Okay, now I could make a graph of this. If I go like this, and I go, actually, I'll just highlight the data, and I go insert, and one of the better charts is a scatter chart. It looks like this. You go here, and you go to scatter. Okay, so it gives you this. Now, there's no axes titles, so I go plus, let's turn on axes titles, and then I can name this. I can go, okay, well this is the weeks, and this is money, it's in dollars. That's my shift keyword, there we go. Okay, and I can change the chart title just by double clicking. Okay, my weekly earnings from chores. Ta-da! Looks nice. Okay, if I wanted to, I could make it have a trend line, goes through, it's nice. Or I could maybe change the, oh, that one looks nice, let's do that. Okay, that's just up the top here. Oh, you go black. I think the white ones look nice. Okay, and there we go. Now I've got this set up with a formula, and now let's say my weekly earning changes. Okay, so instead of $5 for chores, I get a bit of a bump and it goes up to like $7. I don't need to redo all of this again. all I need to do is change my chores number. So I go, let's make that 7, and then press enter. And because this was doing a formula where it was taking this number, multiplying it by that number, it redoes that automatically. And did you notice that the chart changed as well? So if I go, let's make it 8, it changes it all automatically for me. So that's some of the tips and tricks with Excel. Okay, I hope that comes in handy. If you want to rewatch, go rewatch, pause. Okay, and you're welcome to come and have a chat if you're having trouble with it.